I'm back with another one, man. Police surprise car insurance scam at her home. Let's do it, man. Trying to do insurance fraud or something like that. Let's check this out.
25. Officers went to revisit a woman who reported her vehicle stolen after police were able to gather more information and review CCTV footage.
Right here. Hey, Helena. It's Officer Markham. Here to talk with you about that stuff that I tried to meet with you last week about.
Okay.
All right, you got a minute?
You can just listen.
Okay, all right.
This sounds horrible.
What's she doing that long? She got nervous. Take her a minute. She hiding something?
Hi, I'm not a guy that can smell that much. So that's amazing. Fine bottles or something? Jesus, you just live.
I'm done with animals, dude. All I have is my cat that's left. He's like 5 or 6. He's an outdoor cat, and he comes in just to eat, and he does a really good job, but...
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Outdoor cat is like the best pet.
Dude, mice, rats, snakes. Dude,
Yeah.
he handles business, dude. A couple times my wife had to let him out. Hello. Is it right if we step in, or we can do it out here, whatever's more comfortable? Come on in. All right. Oh, step out? Okay, that's fine. So I'm just going to reiterate pretty much what we went through when I was here the other night. Okay. So obviously you called to make the stolen vehicle report
I thought that it wasn't going to be made.
Yeah, we asked you multiple times, and my sergeant asked you a final time, and you said that, yeah, you wanted to report it stolen. I went through
You told me that you didn't want to because I forgot exactly what you said. You said you weren't going to do it.
No, that's not how it went. I watched the video cam, the body camera footage, and we asked you, we tried to tell you, once I got video camera footage, obviously, based off of the statements.
Because you said, like, if I
if it
requested
had
permission, I'm like, no.
Yeah. So again, we went with the report because that's what you wanted, and so originally it was that you parked the vehicle earlier in the afternoon around 4 p.m. after you got back from the store. You hadn't been out there. Your friend came over, Mr. Braxton, came over to say, hey, your car's not in the normal spot. You went out there, you saw that the vehicle was missing. You reported that the spare keys were in the glove compartment and that the vehicle was probably accessed that way. And then the vehicle was taken, and that you were not aware of anyone who would have had access to the vehicle. You stated that the father of your children, Fenton Flowers, hasn't stayed here in over a year. You had texted him a day or so prior because he's still involved in the kids' lives, but that he never had at any point in time permission. He never, has driven the car, anything like that. And then that's when I informed you that, the state police had identified him as the driver of the vehicle.
Right.
That's not
What's his name? Troop Beto. I talked to him.
Yes.
And he was saying that he didn't know why would y'all say that.
Did we say what?
That he was supposedly like the person because he was saying that he didn't know.
No, so I don't know what he was talking to you with. I don't, I can't say whether or not what he's investigating because I don't know. But the identification was made by Illinois State Police, whether it was that specific officer or not. There was an identification made through the Illinois State Police dash cam and body camera footage that was on scene when the vehicle was stopped. So when the vehicle was stopped, they witnessed the male exit the vehicle. They were able to see him very well. Someone is familiar with him. They didn't even have to watch the video camera footage. My understanding is that they identified him immediately as the person who was driving the vehicle because of prior contacts. So
telling me it's true.
Okay, so again, let me hold this for me. So again, we're just reiterating what we went through prior, at this point in time. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to read these because obviously we have additional information to go through. Understand? Yes. Okay. So the reason, is there anything that, like, any other details that after I've, gone through what we have, that you recall from that time, or anything that needs to be fixed?
I want to know, is it true? Because even when I asked him, it wasn't clarified.
So so again, you're still stating that, like, he hasn't stayed here. He's never been in this apartment. He wasn't in the apartment that day.
He been here.
Was he here that day that your vehicle was taken?
I would say probably earlier that day, but I'm not the only person that he in this building that he will hang out with.
Okay. And is it any of these apartments in this building, or is it like other apartments? Just this building? Who else would he stay with in this apartment complex?
I know he knows a neighbor.
A downstairs neighbor? Does he, like, is it a male or a female?
It's a male.
It's a male.
It's like a family, but
I'm sorry?
It's a family.
Family? Mm-hmm. Do they have relation?
They're cool.
They're like cool. Friends. Like, they've known each other a long time. Okay. So the reason I ask that is because obviously we have video camera footage of what happened that night, and based off of what Fenton was wearing at the time of the police interaction and the video camera footage we have, it's him. It's him coming out of the building. Okay. He's taking out the trash. Mm-hmm. He's going and getting in. The vehicle starts from inside the apartment complex, which means if he wasn't at least staying with you at the time, he has the primary keys to the vehicle, which would be your keys. So the vehicle was started from within inside the apartment complex. Do you know how he got your keys?
Because I gave him permission before.
Before?
But in that situation, I'm here to sleep with my kids. Nobody should have my car.
Okay. So again, the vehicle starts from inside. He takes the garbage out. He's drinking some water. He goes, gets in the vehicle, and just leaves. And based off of obviously what we see in video camera footage, it doesn't look like he's stealing the vehicle. It looks like he stays here. It looks like maybe you guys have worked some stuff out, however it may be. And if he has access to the keys, then by extension, access to the vehicle. So
me not knowing that he took the car, you saying because he had access, that don't mean that it's been taken?
Well, beyond that, right? So, like, if you guys have shared property, you guys clearly stay together, you have children together, the way that the law would look at it would be that you guys have shared property, and if I talk to Fenton, would he tell me that he stole the vehicle, or would he tell me that he's driven the vehicle and he has permission to take the vehicle? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but it's like...
So if he has permission to drive the vehicle during the day or whenever, would come 10 o'clock at night on whatever day it was that it happened, was it Saturday night, I believe, or Friday night, he's like, okay, I gotta go do some stuff, and he took the vehicle. It's not, it's not like it was like at crazy hours. It was relatively early in the night. It wasn't like super late on a weekend day. So again, based off that information, because the video camera footage doesn't match up with, him not staying here, him not having access to the keys being in the glove compartment, but the vehicle starting from inside the building. He's taking out the garbage. As far as your statements go, with him not having access, not staying here, only contacting you in regards to shared, children and dad duties, what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue you a court summons for a false police report for the stolen vehicle. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this paperwork filled out, completed here. I got most of the information on here.
Just because we have relations,
it's, so again, it all comes down to, the evidence that we have being beyond reasonable doubt that the vehicle wasn't stolen, as far as contradicting statements with the, overall theft of the vehicle, Fenton being involved with you, he's saying that he stays here, whether it's with you or a buddy in close proximity to you, him having prior permission to take the vehicle. Obviously, the issue comes down to the same night that the vehicle is being reported stolen, it just so happens that he abandoned the vehicle after a contact with police. So it's kind of like, people get into DUIs and they'll crash the vehicle and they'll go home and they'll walk home and say, I don't know, the vehicle was stolen. And then it's a false police report because there's video camera footage of them getting out of the vehicle and walking away. So on top of the other crimes that they committed, they're basically trying to wipe their slate clean. And I'm not saying that's what you did. I'm just saying that the evidence would perpetuate that there's an overwhelming likelihood that this is what occurred. So that's why I'm giving you the court date. That's why you're not being arrested. Obviously, I know you have kids, and you're going to be able to retain your vehicle. You're going to go to work. You're going to do everything you need to do. Now, it's not an admission of guilt. It's just the fact that I'm telling you that you're going to go to court for this alleged crime, and then you can talk to the judge about it, okay? Okay. This is in lieu of an arrest, because obviously if there was no cooperation and you ducked me and you're like, I'm not talking to you, I'm not answering, what would happen is I would issue a warrant for your arrest, and then you would be arrested and held until your court date. So this is obviously, I appreciate you talking to me. I appreciate you, answering the phone when I called and everything going on like that. So obviously I want to work with you as much as you've been working with me, and that's why I'm giving you this paperwork instead, okay? Okay, do you have any questions for me?
No, I do appreciate it.
Okay.
Being patient.
No, absolutely. You take care. Good luck, okay?
All right, thank you.
Ms. Davis was charged with a false police report and another charge related to her motor vehicle. No records show on the court database. Share your thoughts below.
So pretty much, they're going to try to charge her with insurance fraud. That's crazy work, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is wild, man. Let me know your opinion. I mean, you think she really planned to say her car got stolen by her baby daddy, but he didn't? He's trying to get a new car. What you trying to do? Trying to get paid for the insurance? Let me know what y'all think, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.